Hey guys, welcome to gwhisky. I'm Jeff. This is a channel where I offer my thoughts and opinions on a specific whiskey, and if you stick around to the end, I'll be giving it a score as well. If that sounds interesting, hit subscribe down below, and with that out of the way, let's jump into our review. Today we're looking at the Ardnamurchan 0922 Cask Strength. Stick around. Okay, so we're looking at an Ardnamurchan today, and this is one of those brands that pretty much everyone and their grandmother loves these days. And what's frustrating is that people are not buying this stuff because it's hyped up and a bunch of reviewers like me are talking about it. No, they're buying it for stupid reasons like it's high quality and super delicious. Idiots. Anyway, we're looking at the 0922 today. This is the second Cask Strength release. It's the second widely released Cask Strength release, and it's been doing very well with reviewers. The first one was called 0222. I did look at that one here on the channel and I really enjoyed it. And beyond that, pretty much any Ardnamurchan I've ever looked at on the channel or just tried in a regular setting, I've enjoyed. So this is what we here on Wall Street call a safe bet. I don't work on Wall Street. But yeah, I'm not going to drone on about the brand because you guys already know that I love it, and so does pretty much everyone else. And actually, I've got a few Ardnamurchans on the go right now. And I plan on doing a side-by-side, maybe a blind tasting or just a ranking video, I'm not sure. But I plan on putting them all together in one video and letting you know which ones are my favorites. What do I have here? I have the Palate, I have the Madeira, I have the Cask Strength here, I have the regular AD release, and I have the sherry release. So yeah, I'm thinking maybe a rundown video where I talk about all of them together would be super fun. Not only that, that's a lot of good whiskey, so that'll be a fun one to shoot. That'll be yummy. 40-year-old man and I'm still saying yummy. I apologize for that. Correction, yumsies in my tumsies. Anyway, that's not today. I'm not sure when I'll get around to shooting that video, but it is something to look forward to. In the meantime, we've got our Cask Strength here. Now, most of this whiskey should be roughly 6 years old. We've got bourbon and sherry casks in the mix. 94% of this is made with peated spirit, and then the remaining 6 unpeated. Should be a good one. Let's jump into our review. In the meantime, if you'll kindly leave a like down below, that'd be greatly appreciated. You guys already know this, but Ardnamurchan does not disappoint when it comes to specs. We've got 58.4% ABV, non-chill filtered, natural color. For presentation, I like this bottle. I like all Ardnamurchan bottles. I think they've got a very sleek, minimalist style of design. Looks great. Black label on this one. As usual, we've got lots of glass showing so we can enjoy the beautiful color of the liquid. Presentation is 4 out of 5 for me. We do get non-chill filtered and natural color. On the back, it gives us a QR code. If we scan that through, it takes us to the website where it talks about barley, distillation, production, all of it. So everything we need is on the label, but then there's loads of extra stuff on the website, so that's good fun. Yeah, these guys know what they're doing. So I did add a splash of water to this. On the nose, this is classic Ardnamurchan, which is to say I'm getting tropical fruits, I'm getting some gentle peat, and I'm getting some salty coastal notes in here. I pick up canned fruit salad. The website says smoked cheese. That's absolutely in here. There's also eucalyptus, there's vanilla. I'm even getting a beer note in here, so kind of like a Pilsner beer. There's heather, there's cereal, and there's some pastry notes in this. Very nice nose. On the palate and finish, we get a beautifully textured arrival, which is to be expected from Ardnamurchan. It's very thick, it's very oily, it's quite peated. Of course, it's nowhere as peated as, let's say, a heavily peated Islay, for example, but by Ardnamurchan standards, this is going to be more peated than your standard Ardnamurchans. This is very malty with heather, toffee, vanilla, cereal, and lavender. And when I say lavender, I mean it as a floral note. Don't worry, it's not soapy. I get banana, cream, and vanilla, so let's just call that a banana sundae. I get white pepper, I get white chocolate. There is some starfruit in here and some custard apple. By the way, a lot of the fruits that I'll put in my tasting notes are normal for me, but I realize they might not be normal for you. So for context, that is a custard apple and that is a starfruit. They're good. For our finish, it is big on eucalyptus. We also get some soft barley in here. There's some herbal notes and there's some white wine tannins. Long finish. Alright, so in a shocking twist of fate, it turns out that, like every other Ardnamurchan I've ever reviewed, I like this one. I really like this one. I think it is fantastic, fabulous, delicious, delectable, and most importantly, yumsies in my tumsies. We'll start off by talking about texture. Now, texture is not usually something that I'll dwell on too much. It'll be the type of thing where I mention it, but I just kind of breeze past it. But this brand always has this delicious, fatty, oily texture to their whiskeys. And I'm a sucker for that kind of texture. I love fatty, oily whiskeys. And chicken. And people. Some of my best friends are fat and oily. But yeah, big, fatty, oily. This is a substantial whiskey, and of course that's helped by the fact that it's cask strength, so good stuff. As far as age is concerned, this is, sure, a youngish whiskey, but it's not too young. As is often the case with Ardnamurchan, you can detect some youth, but it never becomes a problem. And of course the whiskeys are young. They are younger whiskeys, but they're never raw, they're never too sharp, they never give us that sort of cardboard papery note that I often dislike in whiskeys that are too young. So they have a surprising amount of sophistication and maturity for the age. And let's keep in mind, these guys only started maturing. They only started distilling in 2014. So that's impressive. Now, this isn't a subtle whiskey, and it's not a particularly complex whiskey either, but it's not one of those big dumb cask strength whiskeys where you just get a whole bunch of very loud flavor. We do have a nice interplay between the coastal elements, the fruity elements, and the gentle peat, so it does give us a strong sense of character. It's not too basic. So for score, I'm going to land on 88 for this one. For the 0222, I initially gave that one a 90, but with my adjusted scoring, I'm bringing my scoring down a little bit. That one would also be 88. Now, I'm just going off of memory here because I don't have the first release with me, but if I were to compare the two, I would probably say this one only slightly edges out that first release, but not enough to make a difference in points. Either way, gorgeous whiskey, they both are. And yeah, not much else to add. It's a fabulous whiskey. Highly recommended if you're a fan of Ardnamurchan, which I know a lot of you are, or if you're a fan of coastal whiskeys or gently peated whiskeys, or if you just want a good cask strength belter, this is one to check out. Okay, so if we're looking at this one from a value perspective, I'm good with it. I think it's a pretty good value. I paid about 77 US, so that'll be like roughly 60 pounds. For that, because it's such a big and punchy whiskey, I'm happy with it, and I would buy it again. This is one I'm considering buying a backup of, so yeah, for the price, still recommended. Okay, that's going to be it for me today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you want to help support the channel, I do have the Patreon. Otherwise, you can like, comment, and subscribe. Of course, that is always appreciated. And I want to hear from you. Have you tried this cask strength release? Did you try the first one? Did you try both? How would they compare? What's your favorite Ardnamurchan? So many questions. Also, down below in the comments, you can let me know what you want to see me review next, and I'll keep it in mind for my upcoming videos. Bye, guys.